Hey, what's up? It's Greg from Fisherman's Headquarters, and today is Sunday, November 6th. I'm up here on the Mid-Island Surf, right around Surf City Ship Bottom border. Taking a stroll around 3 o'clock this afternoon. Here to share an updated fishing report with everyone. So this weekend was a good one. I got out and fished a double on Friday, a double on Saturday, and also the morning session today, and caught a ton of fish. It was definitely a weekend to remember. Say unseasonably warm, but good fishing taking place right now in the Long Beach Island area. As far as the reports off the surf go, they're somewhat far and few between. There are a couple of striped bass being caught, but it's more of a pick than anything, say, more than that. There's definitely a lot of dogfish in the area. Dogfish kind of arrived I'd say about a week ago. But there's a good bunker pod stretched up along the beaches of LBI. And there's some striped bass that are here and moving through the area. Barnegat Inlet is definitely lit up with striped bass and also tog. Tog fishing is phenomenal. It's been very strong for a number of weeks, and that should continue. Water temperature right now is about 60 degrees. It was much colder, bounced back due to the warmer, weather that we've had the last few days, in recent days. And yesterday, I had 59, 60 degrees, mostly in the inlet and also in the bay and also in the ocean. So if you haven't heard, there's been quality fish. I've shared a couple reports, been some quality striped bass in the area. That action still continues. I touched upon it on a number of reports. Also mentioned way back when that one of my favorite times to fish in the fall is the end of October and the beginning of November. And here we are. It's definitely shocking to see that Thanksgiving is just a few days away, but a few weeks away. Normally the fishing from Halloween to Thanksgiving is great, and this year's nonetheless. It's been very good. I would say the surf hasn't been as good as I'm hoping it to be, but I'm expecting here the next couple days, next couple weeks, the surf is going to get better, and we'll see hopefully more abundance of striped bass on the beaches of LBI. Normally around Thanksgiving is when it really tees off. But right now we got a good quality pot of fish here. I had some 50-inch fish. Weighed some on the bow grip in the 40-pound range, upper 40-pound range. Tagged a few fish in the 44 to 46-inch range. Actually tagged a number of fish. I actually caught a 50-inch striper that weighed in the upper ranges of the 40 pounds, about 48 pounds. It was bouncing around the bow grip. Basically 50 inches, about 50 pounds, give or take. And actually had a tag in it, so I pulled that tag and sent in the information. So I was stoked. Biggest striped bass I ever caught with a tag. Was happy to do that. I've been tagging striped bass for quite some time, but never really caught many of them. Caught a couple small ones. But yeah, I can share that I've been on some good quality fish. I've been fishing along the beach of Island Beach State Park, Barnegat Inlet, the nearshore waters. Been fishing actually in some of the main thoroughfares in the bay as well, getting some good quality fishing in the bay. Fishing at nights, also in the mornings and during the day. Like I mentioned before, I've been running a couple doubles. Fished Friday morning. I had the Galasso family aboard. I guess I shouldn't say family because normally I fish with his son, but his son couldn't make it this time. But Jimbo fished. I think it was Jimbo and his brother. I think it was his brother's birthday. We got into some good quality fishing, some really big striped bass. And then I had, who did I have the afternoon? I think it was Tom. He's an angler from, I think, Medford area. He fished with me on Friday night. Got two beautiful striped bass. One was a little bigger. The other was one was in the slot. One was over. So he got one to take home. And then what was that? Saturday. So that was yesterday. Had some really good quality fishing. Poppy, the Diaz family. The kids got their dad a charter for his birthday present. Booked this a couple months ago. I think it was probably July or August. Booked a charter. It was mom, dad, brother, sister. Got out there and got into some good quality fishing. That was awesome. Had a slow start, but I'd say about an hour into the trip, we got into some really good fishing along Island Beach State Park. Live lining bunker. Had some really nice fish. Also had a great another angler just drive over a fish that we had. It stretched out up top and broke us off. So we would have had a couple more fish, but sometimes they spit the hook. These circle hooks aren't the easiest to work. Hopefully you are using them and using them successfully and it's working out for you. and hopefully no one's driving over your fish and breaking you off. But sometimes that happens, a little frustrating, but that's kind of the circus that you should expect in prime time fishing, especially on the weekends. If you're checking out this video and you got in on the action, I'm stoked to hear that. If not, definitely, hopefully you get your line wet and you catch into some of these striped bass that are moving through our area. I did mention tog fishing's awesome. November 15th, it's going to open up to 5 fish. Right now it's only 1 fish, so 5 fish that will be on November 15th. I really can't share much other fishing going on. I did see a big bluefin tuna blow up by the boats. There are some bluefin tuna inshore. It's in the midshore waters. I had a mondo bluefin bust up. Actually, there's a couple of whales that were crashing on some bait right next to the boat, and kind of saw a big boil. Kind of caught my attention. I looked over, and 2 seconds later, I'd say probably 150, if not 200-pound bluefin tuna comes airing out of the water. So that was definitely an exciting thing to see. So yeah, that's basically the report. Fishing's happening. You want to get out and do some fishing. Now's a good time. Unseasonably warm weather, record warm temperatures. I was fishing today. Right now I'm walking on the beach in a flannel because a little bit of a sea breeze here out of the south. But I was fishing in a short sleeve t-shirt today. It was awesome. Beginning of November, never think of that. So yeah, the weather's awesome. Water's beautiful. You see behind us a pretty big swell. We've got a couple little weather things going on right now. We've got a kind of a ridge of high pressure. We've got some easterly kind of winds that were set up. Bigger groundswell in the water. There's 2 kind of disturbances in the Atlantic right now. You've got one off of Bermuda, and you got one just north of Puerto Rico. The one that's out off Puerto Rico looks like it's going to come up and into Florida. The one that's in Bermuda looks like it's going to kind of push out more to the east. Both those are going to set up different little, say, issues with what's going on with the weather systems. We do have some northwesterlies coming tomorrow, but there's a lot of swell in the water from these winds and from these storms that are going to be sending some pulses up our way. As you see behind me, we've got about 4-foot swell in the water. If you're going up to chunks and bunker, you're going to need some lead. If you're fishing some lures, you've got some beautiful, beautiful conditions. As you see behind me, big pocket of water. Good bar stretched up along there. Nice whitewater rolling through. I'll tuck around right behind me here to show you beautiful whitewater, beautiful cut, beautiful bowl of water. That's awesome water to be fishing some plugs. Fish some pencil poppers early in the morning. Slap them around. Oop, almost fell into a hole there. If you've never fished a pencil popper, what you want to do is you want to get a pulsating rod action. So it's like a 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Sometimes you can go a 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. So you get that pulsating rhythm going while you're catching up your slack with your retrieving hand. You'll make that pencil popper dance back and forth. Another lure I like to fish when it's like this, we got a big bowl of water inside. It's a metal lip swimmer. Yeah, the wind's cranking out of the south. Well, you can no problem flip out maybe 20, 30, 40-yard cast with a nice metal lip. Take a look at a Gibbs Danny. Classic, been around for a long, long time. Another one that I got to shout out there with Gibbs is a Gibbs bottle. A bottle plug from Gibbs or Super Strike. They both make awesome ones. Super Strike's probably going to get my nod because it's plastic and it's going to hold up. It's going to last a little longer. Bottle plugs you'll be able to cast out very well, and in some swelly kind of whitewash like this, a little bit of wind, they dig in, they hold. You'll feel them thumping, bump, 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 bump. If you're fishing a bottle and it's not thumping, you're doing something wrong. You either have belly in your line, you caught some weed, the water's pushing at you too fast, you're not cranking quick enough, or maybe the lure's fouled, maybe it fouled up in the cast. I would definitely fish some bucktails in this. You can fish some rubber shads in this. I really wouldn't suggest fishing diamond jigs quite yet. Normally, November timeframe, December timeframe, it's a good time to be throwing some diamond jigs in the fall kind of season, but not now. There's really not many sand eels around, mostly a bunker. There's gonna be some peanuts coming out. With peanuts around, you could fish some Hopkins or Castmasters. Castmasters is a wide profile metal. I've done very, very well with them over the years. Not really that popular though. But I personally would leave the Deadly Dicks, those slender sand eel lures like a diamond jig, the Ava jigs, leave them aside for a couple more weeks till the sand eels show up in better numbers. Yes, there are sand eels around, but right now there's way more bunker, and fortunately, we still have a couple mullet moving around. Saw some mullet on, I think it was Friday. It was either Friday or Saturday morning. Some mullet were pushing out the inlet. Very, very small pack of them, but mullet nonetheless. You can tell those, I can tell those things from a mile away with their V-wake kind of, say, pattern that they put off in the water when they're swimming. There's an abundance of peanut bunker. They have not left the bay yet. I'm hoping that they stay around for a couple more weeks, just because we have so much adult bunker, these big fish are here. I really don't want the peanuts to leave yet. I kind of want that as a second round, maybe even third round, whatever you want to call it. We've already had a great run of striped bass fishing. This fall, for the most part, has been one for the record books in my calculations. It's been really good with big fish and really a good number of big fish. Hopefully we see these sticking around a little longer. The water temperature really hasn't gone much anywhere. It was in the mid to low, it was in the mid to upper 50s. Saw 50 as cold as 55, but it's bounced back, and right now, like I mentioned earlier, it's like 59, 60 degree range. If that sticks around like that, we could have good quality fishing well into December. I mean, normally we start seeing water temperatures in the mid to low 50s right now at this point in the season. It's definitely been much warmer, unseasonably warm here. So with all that said, my expectations are we got some great opportunities here on Long Beach Island to be fishing into the end of this month, into Thanksgiving. And I expect that we have good fishing right into December. Hopefully get out and enjoy what the outdoors have to offer. Whether you're sitting on the beach casting some lures, chunking some bait, or if you're out in the boat catching some striped bass, trolling or live bait fishing, whatever that may be, best of luck fishing to you. If you need help, looking to get geared up fishing tackle now and throughout the entire season, stop by Fisherman's headquarters and ship on them, Long Beach Island. Have a great day.